What is going on, guys? DBG here, and in this video we are going to be talking about extreme budget cards. These are not just budget cards, this is the lowest of the low. These are cards where you can buy any one of these within your first like 2 hours of playing the game. If you bought this game today, if you are a new MyTEAM player, if you bought this game today, you could buy every one of these players, and they are all beasts. They are all incredibly good. And they're so good that I will always say, I was like, there's such a small barrier for entry into this game mode nowadays because of cards like this, that I advise you, even just if you're playing 2K and you like just being creative with teams, you like just create even card collecting, to get into this game mode, because yeah, there are cards that are unattainable. Yeah, obviously the likes of the LeBron James of the world, the Tracy McGrady's, the hyped cards, the Luka Doncic's of the world are going to be very expensive. But I mean, I'm telling you, these guys right here, they can compete. They may not be better, but you better believe that they can compete. So before we get on to it, if you guys are new to the channel, subscribe. We upload more MyTEAM content here than anywhere else, and right now we are nearly at 231,000 subscribers. We're trying to 235,000 subscribers by the end of March. If you guys want to learn more about the MyTEAM game mode, whether that's learning about cards, learning about different ways of playing the game, learning about the best budget cards, the best overall cards, the best mid-tier cards, there is nowhere where you will find more MyTEAM content than here for every different type of a player. So anyway, now let's get on to the top 10. So number 10 is a new card that has come out that is just over discard value. So there are two versions of this card. One of them, I will say this right now, one of them has way cooler card art. So, wow, is the other one more expensive? Basically, one of this card has got really cool card art, but you can't use them for challenges. Is he that expensive? This one right here, I didn't think it was that much of a price. This one's got the cool card art, but the other one's cheaper. They're the same card. Am I right in saying they're the same card? So like 1200 MT, they discard for 1000, so they may as well be discard value. So basically, these are the two Drazon cards, either or. I think they're the same badge. Was that it? Yeah. Well, you got 3 silvers on the other one, and the 3 silver badges are Break Starter, Pick Dodger, and Bailout. Silver Bailout's actually pretty good, to be honest, because bronze, well, all you need is Bronze Bailout. But they're literally the same card stats wise. If you can get them for the same price and you don't care about XP challenges, I would just get the comic book one, because it does 3 extra silver badges and it looks cooler. But they're basically the same. So he has got 29 golds, 2 Hall of Fames. The Hall of Fame is actually only 1 on current gen, which is Range Extender, which is the most expensive badge in the game. He has that on Hoff. He's got gold clamps, gold quick first step, which is elite, gold unpluckable, gold green machine. He has also got a 95 mid-range, 95 3, a somewhat usable driving dunk of 80. He's got 86 perimeter defense, which is fine. Bad steal rating. Speed's fine. Like, speed's not great, but it's fine. Like 87, 85, 87 is like more than fine for speed-wise, and 86 lateral quickness as well. So he's a competent defender. He's an elite shooter, and he's somewhat okay going to the basket. Is he the greatest card in the world? No. But again, he discards for 1000 MT, so you can literally discard this guy and only lose 200. You can buy him, use him for a couple of games. If you don't like him, you've lost 200 MT. You can discard him. That is just how cheap this card is right now. And it's actually, if you can get him for 1200 MT, it's actually cheaper to just keep rebuying him and discarding him than buying contracts, which is hilarious if you're buying it through MT. But yeah, so when I say, by just me saying that, it means that he will 100% not be seen for 1200 MT again anytime soon anyway. But at number 9, we have got a guy that is god tier on offense, not great on defense, but on next gen you can get away with it a little bit more. It's the Inferno Michael Porter Jr. So MPJ, he's steadily creeping up in price. Like, he was around the 1k MT mark, and I think his peak has been like 3.5, 4k MT. So I know a bunch of people that bought so many of him for 1000 MT, and they managed to make a huge profit on them when they sold them at its peak. But basically, what you're getting with MPJ is you are getting a 6'10" small forward / power forward. He doesn't have clamps. You kind of need clamps on him. A lot of the time you can find one of him with clamps for maybe like 6 or 7 KMT. But even without clamps, he's still elite. Like, he's got 41 gold, 4 hops. He's a hot flexible on current gen, which is such a good badge to have. Hot zone hunter, corner special catch shooter, all incredible. He's 6'10" with great dribble animations, good wingspan as well. And if you can find a way to hide him on a power forward, he can be elite. He's got gold showtime / posterizer. He's got gold range extender. Again, a good release. He's got handles for days. He's got quick first step gold. He's got unpluckable gold. He's got basically everything you need, as well as a 93 ball, 89 mid range, 85 driving dunk, 86 ball handle. Defensive stats that are not great, but you know what? His length means that his steal and block rating are going to feel better, and his just overall defense feels like it's better than it is. Speed, ball, and acceleration are great, and he's always someone I'm worried about. The people that worry me most on next gen when I play are the people that are running with like Tracy McGrady, Kawhi Leonard, and Michael Porter Jr. Because you know that they're just going to cook you at MPJ for the whole game, and you're not going to be able to do anything about it because he is that good on offense. If this was a next gen list, maybe Michael Porter Jr. would be number 1, but it is a boat gen list, so I think he may not be on this list if it was current gen. So for that reason, MPJ is number 9. And number 8, we're going to the exact same set, and it's Jared Jack. Jared Jack, his Ruby card, like you can often get the Amethyst for under 5k. His Ruby card is like 1000 MT. So I'm just going to say the Amethyst because sometimes you can't get him for under 5k. And I don't think it's that much of a difference. I think they both play very, very similarly. But you got 44 gold badges, 4 Hall of Fames. He's an Evo card, so you can't apply badges. He's got gold clamps, gold defensive leader, gold interceptor. He's also got gold range extender, gold handles for days, gold quick first step, gold unpluckable, gold sniper, which is flexible, gold floor general. He's got a great 3 ball of 92, a competent driving dunk of 75, great ball handling, good perimeter defense and steal, really, really good speed, ball and acceleration, great lateral quickness, and a 6'3", which is okay. He's I'm right, he's 6'3", yeah. He's also got base 3, which is one of the fastest releases in the game. On current gen, it's money. On next gen, I will say it has a weird hitch, but it's really, really good. It's basically the same as Rick Barry or Cedric Maxwell. And again, if you guys are watching this video, you're probably not you probably don't have Cedric Maxwell. But yeah, it's one of the best releases in the game. It's one of the fastest, easiest to create off current gen. And I think he's better on current gen than next gen. Like if we're talking about current gen, there are not many Ruby point guards that I can score in as much bunches with as Jared Jack, but he's still really, really good on next gen as well. At number 7, we are going, and this is a weird one. This is a weird one, and it's one of the new cards that came out yesterday. I really like this card, even though he has one flaw. And like a lot of people will point out the flaw. I have not used him on current gen. I don't know how much the flaw is. It's Killian Hayes. He has a flaw that he does not have quick first step. That is his flaw. But I don't think quick first step is that expensive. He's gone up in price a lot. This is a weird one. I bought my one for 1,100 MT yesterday. And there's people out here bidding 4k. There's people out here bidding 4.5k on him. That's madness. But Killian Hayes, he has everything except quick first step. If he had quick first step, the guy is fantastic. His release, man, his release is so nice, in my opinion. He's a 6'5" point guard. He can curry slide. He's got catch and shoot goal, corner specialist goal, acrobat, ankle breaker, dimer, clamps, interceptor, showtime, range extender, handles for days, clutch shooter, sniper, green machine. He's got special delivery, ankle braces. So he's got basically all the badges you need, except quick first step. He's got 89 3 ball, 88 mid, a good driving dunk, 86 ball handle. He's got 82 speed, 84 perimeter defense, 90 speed, ball acceleration, which is really good, and 84 lateral. I don't know. I just feel he plays a little bit better than Jared Jack. I've used him a lot on next gen, and he feels so nice. Like for me, this card is one of those like underrated sleeper players, and he's just one of those many great Ruby / Amethyst tier point guards we are getting. The Jared Jack versus Killian Hayes debate. I think most people would take Jack over him. I think if I was playing on next gen, I would take Killian Hayes. And like for those of you guys who have not used Killian Hayes, I'm just gonna I'll mess around with his release right now because, well, it doesn't really matter. I can go in. There's no load times on next gen. So Like, if you guys are watching right here, I don't know, that was the single worst thing I could have shown. But like, again, quick first step matters. Doesn't matter too much on this gen. Again, he just does a lot. He has a lot of really good animations, and that release, like. So maybe if you guys are current gen, you don't see where I'm coming from. I don't know how he is on current gen. A quick first step because of the burst is more important on current gen. But like, this guy is an absolute beast on next gen. He's an absolute beast on next gen. So there is a reason why I have him so high on my list, whereas most people may not. So Killian Hayes in here at number 7 for me. At number 6, we are going to the Retro Collection, and we are going to Brian Scalabrine. So Brian Scalabrine, I did not realize he was this cheap. I did not think that Brian Scalabrine was going to be anywhere near as cheap as he is. Like, Brian Scalabrine, you can legit get this guy for less than 2K. He is less than 2,000 MT. 1750. 1750. For 1750 with Brian Scalabrine, you are getting 6'9" power forward with half range extender, half catch and shoot. He has got clamps, heart crusher, interceptor, intimidator. He's also got like clamps as well, gold, obviously. He got so many nice badges, ankle braces. He shoots the ball really well, no post game whatsoever, but he shoots it well. Fantastic release, good ball handle, steal and blocker iffy. His defense is iffy. He's got a wide player build, which helps. His defense is definitely iffy. Good rebounding, really solid speed, and good lateral. Again, for 1750 for this dude, you cannot go wrong. At number 5, we have got one of the new cards that came out yesterday. So, I don't think you can search these two guys by name. So I think he's a power forward. Color amethyst theme. Hopefully I'll be able to find him through this. Idol Series 2 VIP. There we go. Sekou Doumbouya. Sekou Doumbouya. Whereas we've got the offensive beast in Scalabrine, we've got the defensive beast for 2000 MT in Sekou Doumbouya. So Doumbouya, his release, he's got Aaron Gordon base, but that Kevin Durant upper on quick, it makes it pretty good. I'm not gonna lie, it makes it pretty good. Like, 85 3 ball is fine. It's fine. It's not exceptional, but it's fine. But he's got a 95 driving dunk, 86 ball handle, really solid all-around defense. That's 6'9" with a 6'10" wingspan. Good rebounding, absolutely elite speed, 89 lateral, which again is good. He's got half quick first step, catch and shoot, goal catch and shoot, gold lob city finisher, gold clamps, gold heart crusher, gold interceptor, gold showtime, gold range extender. And again, he's like a completely juiced up version of the Pink Diamond Aaron Gordon. 100 driving and flashy dunk tendencies. When we're looking at his defensive tendencies, like 75 almost steals more than good enough, but the 88 pass interception is huge. Sekou Doumbouya has been a beast on the defensive end for me, and he belongs, in my opinion, on this list at number 5. At number 4, this guy, you need to badge up this guy. That's the reason he's at number 4. This guy would be high. This guy at his best is number 1, but you can't get him at his best for under 5 KMT. Like, you need to badge up this guy. Like, my bonga is a bit there. I got a badge bonga, and like badge bonga is different than normal bonga. So bonga is in here at number 4 on the list for 2,750. You are getting a guy, but like even off rip, even without any badges, he's still probably better than Westbrook. He's still better than Ja, better than CP3, better than Mo Williams, better than Jack. But again, you do need to give him some badges. He's a 6'8" Curry sliding, gold showtime, elite defensive, moderately good shooting, point guard. Like, again, the dude's 6'8". Let's not forget that. He's at a 53 post hook, but I mean, he can still post hook people into oblivion with the guy. Post hooking his back, like. He's got an 85 3-pointer, which is more than good enough if you can get used to his release. He's an 86 ball handle, 89 steal, 90 perimeter defense, 90 speed, 90 speed ball, 90 acceleration, 88 lateral quickness as well. So he's top tier on defense, and his overall game is just really, really good. Again, no range extender. That's a little bit of a problem. He's lacking a few shooting badges, yeah. But I mean, this guy still nearly made my top 10 point guard list, and I stand by that. I stand by nearly putting him in my top 10. Like, if I was making my own list, Bonga wouldn't be that far off the top. He really, really wouldn't. And I'm not the only one who said that. Like, sure, when I was talking during the 250k stream, we had Sam the Ruler, who is one of the best, like, again, the English Playing Out champion, did quite well in the Global Championships EU side last year. One of the best MyTEAM players outside of the US said that he would have Bonga as one of his first point guards because of the way he plays the game. Bonga, absolutely incredible. It's just the fact you have to badge him up is why he's at number 4. At number 3, there are no good centers in this game for cheap. There really aren't. The center position is so lacking for cheap centers. Like, you can get Dino, but Dino's doesn't belong on this list because Dino's like 20 to 25k. So is E. There's a lot of good ones at that 20 25k range, but there's only one. There's only one that's around that's the 5k range, and like sometimes this guy is above 5k MT. It is Mo Bamba. So Mo Bamba in and around the 5k MT. He's the best cheap center. Like, obviously, if you've got Kevin Love, is pretty good. If you've got Domantas Sabonis, I think Sabonis might be a little bit better. Dino's definitely better. Valanciunas definitely is not better. But like, if we're looking at that cheap, the next best cheap center in the game might be like Patrick Ewing, under 5k, after Mo Bamba. But Bamba, 30 gold badges. He's got Intimidator. He's got Set Shooter, which is Pick and Popper. He's also got a bunch of decent defensive badges and Catch and Shoot, Corner Specialist. Difficult shots as well. 7 foot, but he's got the 7'10" wingspan, which is like, his arms just look ridiculously long. Like, he blocks a crazy amount of shots. And I'm telling you, like, he just gets some of the craziest... him and Dino get just the craziest rebounds you'll ever see. 83 3 ball, I mean, he'll hit when he's wide open. He's got a 90 standing dunk, which is great. He's got an unbelievable block rating, one of the best shot blockers in the game. He's got really good speed as well. The one thing is that he's got 60 strength. I'm telling you, he blocks shots. The 60 strength doesn't matter that much. His speed kind of makes up for everything. And like, if he gets brought under a rim, unless it's Shaq, he will block the shot most of the time. Like, Shaq eats him alive, because if Shaq gets those unbelievable contact dunk animations off the standing, whereas anyone else but Shaq doesn't get the animations to abuse Bonga. Like, Bonga, if I was to run with a center under 5k, it would be Bonga first, and then I would be stuck at what to do with my backup, because I would not have a breeze about who to put in. And now we are on to number 2. Number 2, this dude is unbelievable. Like, I thought Scalabrine was going to be ridiculously good. This dude is like Scalabrine times 10. It's Austin Crocier. Like, Austin Crocier. I'm not going to lie. I had never heard of this guy. He's like a massive upgraded Draymond Green for less than 1500 MT. So what you're getting with Austin Crocier, you are getting a 6'9" power forward with half a range extender, 49 gold badges. And like, everyone's like, oh, they don't have any Hall of Fame badges. I mean, there are very few badges where Hall of Fame is a significant upgrade on gold. And there are, on this gen especially. On current gen, I mean, like, Showtime's big for that. Obviously, range is quite big. But on this gen, gold badges are fine. Like, gold clamps, half clamps makes very little difference on next gen. Gold interceptor, half interceptor, I mean, they're not, like, it doesn't make much difference. Gold intimidator, half intimidator, it doesn't do anything on next gen anyway. And on current gen, I think it's very similar. Blinders, again, I actually think gold blinders is fine. And blinders is such a good badge for next gen. But it doesn't matter though. This guy greens everything on current gen. He's got gold quick first step, gold unpluckable, gold clamps. Again, he's got really decent length of 6'9". He's got no post game, but he's got a fantastic 3-ball, a good driving dunk, a good ball handle, solid enough steal and block. Not great, but solid. More than good enough speed to be usable, and good enough lateral quickness of 85. As well as that, I think his tendencies are alright as well. Yeah, like 84, 85. Like, his tendencies are more than good enough as well. But it's his jump shot that sets him apart. He's got Draymond release on quick. You guys know how everybody's been talking about how Draymond is going to be so good because his release is... Draymond, when he gets a pink diamond or an opal card, is going to be so good because of his release. I mean, Austin Crocier literally has that release. He's a beast. He's an absolute beast. And it takes a special card to keep this guy off number 1. It really does take a special card to keep this dude off number 1 because, man, Austin Crozier, I gotta say, the guy is absolutely exceptional. And I've already made a video about this guy, and it's Felipe Lopez. Let's see what price he is now. Is he 1,000 MT now? He's still 1,000 MT. Like, if you, like with these guys, obviously the Sandy position is a Sandy position. There's such a big gap between even a Bamba and an elite card. But like, Felipe Lopez legitimately was an honorable mention. He was like, he's a top 15 2-guard in the game. I'm not gonna say he's top 10. He's about top 15. 44 gold badges. He's got every gold badge you need. He's got gold showtime, gold range, gold clamps, gold quick free step, gold handles for days. He's also 6'5" with a 7'1" wingspan, so he's got absolutely ridiculous length. His arms go down to his ankles. The guy's got the J.R. Smith release, which a lot of people absolutely love. He's got the Curry slide. He's got a great behind the back. Actually, no, sorry, he's got Pro 4. He's got a competent behind the back. He's got an 88 3-ball, 91 mid-range, a 90 dunk. He's also got 93 speed, 92 speed ball, 93 acceleration, 91 lateral quickness. He has got better total stats. He's got ridiculous total stats. He's at 90 speed or on-ball defense, 90 pass interception. And I'm telling you, if they changed his name to J.R. Smith and bumped up his intangibles and made him a pink diamond 95 overall, this card would be 75k. But it's not. His name is Felipe Lopez, and because his name is Felipe Lopez and he came out of every single quantum pack that was ever opened, if you guys saw my absolute joke of a disgrace of a pack opening, you will know that Felipe Lopez came out of every single pack. You guys will know why he is cheap, but that is good for everyone who's playing the game because this guy is good enough to be a point guard at any level. Like, you can use him competitively and not get eaten alive. I wouldn't suggest using him competitively, but you will not get eaten alive using him competitively. You will survive, probably. If you are good enough at the game, you will survive. Anyway, yeah, that is pretty much it. That is the video. These are the top 10 players, in my opinion, that you can get for under 10k MT in NBA 2K21 MyTEAM. So anyway, that's the video. Or sorry, under 5k MT. So anyway, that's the video. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.